Hello, everyone. This is Sam Ridgway, and we are here with another episode of Tales from the Crypto with our resident guru, Cameron Sykes. So, again, as always, Cameron, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing good. How are you, Sammy?
Perfectly, absolutely perfectly. And in today's episode, we're going to recap the market. When I say we, that usually means Cameron. Recap the market, kind of give a little bit of insight into some things, go over a new token that Cameron has found that he thinks might be a good thing for you to at least entertain the thought of researching. And from that point forward, it'll just be whatever the hell we both come up with. So, Cameron, what's going on with the market? It's actually some good news this week.
Oh
Take
my
it
God.
away.
Yeah, this is a good feeling right now for the first time in a while. But yeah, so we have another week in the books, and we actually have reason to feel optimistic. So Bitcoin is currently trading around 44,000, which is up about 18% in the last week. Is also up a little under 5% in the last month. So it's definitely trending in the right direction. We're also up over 33% from its 1 month low of 32,933. So obviously, this is all good stuff, but we'd be lying if we said we weren't still a bit jaded because I don't know if you remember or not, but we were supposed to be at 100,000 in January, not fighting for our fucking lives to stay afloat at 40,000. But don't get me wrong, we're still incredibly long-term bullish on Bitcoin, not to mention the entire crypto space as a whole. We just suggest proceeding with a bit of healthy caution in the short term, or at least until there's an obvious reason to start celebrating. But with that said, it really does look like short sellers may have been shaken out. And if all that liquidity has been taken from the short sellers, then there's no sell side pressure. And that means we may have already had a full healthy reset. And that means we can start having the next leg of the bull run. So fingers crossed on that one. And we'll obviously be keeping you posted as the weeks go by. But next one to give you some headlines, crypto headlines in the news. All right, the first one is that Apple has just announced plans to introduce a new iPhone feature that will enable Bitcoin tap to pay transactions. And so that's really cool. Looks like Bitcoin is going to be going a bit more mainstream there. And that's definitely looks like things are pointing in the right direction there. The next one is actually interesting. It's Italian car maker Alfa Romeo released its new vehicle, the Tonale SUV, and the company claims it's the first in the industry to connect each vehicle to its own blockchain-based token, which can keep track of the car's whole life cycle. So each car is linked to an NFT that certifies a car upon purchase. The NFT will record vehicle data, generating a certificate that can be used as a guarantee of the car's status. And looks like a lot of other automakers are kind of moving in that direction as well. In fact, other luxury car makers like Lamborghini, Rolls-Royce, and Mercedes are actually experimenting with NFTs as well. And the last headline here is the Department of Justice recently seized $3.6 billion in crypto, more than 5 years after hackers stole 119,756 Bitcoin from the Bitfinex exchange. And this is actually the largest financial seizure in history. So that's fucking insane.
Wow, that is a crap load of money. And going back to the whole thing about the market in general, I had a conversation with someone, a really good friend of mine, early this morning, and he just got into it based upon your recommendations. Quite honestly, he showed me his portfolio, and I'm like, holy shit, that's like awesome. Where'd you get this? He's like, well, like I got it off of your show. I'm like, oh, okay, well that's good. But it was really weird how I saw his holdings, and I'm going down and I'm like, good, 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 and all this stuff. And now because he purchased like at a later part when the market had kind of come down,
Oh,
everything he's done is friggin' in the green. Like,
oh
and then
hell
I was like,
yeah.
listen, you hold on to this thing, and at the end of the year, you come back to me and you tell me how much money you have. I can't even imagine getting into all of putting the money that I put into the market in a couple of weeks ago, like, and
Uh,
buying
I know. Tell me
everything that was
about it.
sitting there.
We'd be fucking doing the show from like Cabo right now.
Right.
But
Exactly. And I'm not bitching because everything that I've done has come up. I mean, today I'm up $22,000, right? So I mean, it just in a day. So it's slowly beginning to come back up, and I have faith in the market. I'm just trying to tell people out there, this isn't going anywhere. When you look at Apple integrating Bitcoin payments from one point to the next, when you're looking at MasterCard, Visa, American Express, and the only reason why I come to this whole entire thing is there's just a lot of people out there like, oh, this crypto thing is just a fad. It's the technology behind this is far superior to anything our financial institutions have ever freaking come up with.
yeah,
There's the ability for no manipulation across a decentralized platform. Nobody comes in and freezes your money. Nobody has access to your money. Nobody has access to tell you what you can spend your money on or to whom you can pay or which country you're going to pay that in. You walk into a store and it's this many Bitcoin. It's this many Bitcoin in Wildwood, Missouri, where I live, and it's the same amount in Zimbabwe. It's 0.00062 Bitcoin. We all know how much things cost. We can transfer money like that instantly without having to go through banks. The whole entire thing that is coming down the pike here is absolutely incredible. And I think in 10 years, when people look back on this, it's going to be this whole moment of slapping themselves upside the head saying, why didn't I understand where this thing could go? Like I just don't think the average person has the concept of how big this thing is going to be and how the train has already left the station. I don't give a shit what government tries to slow it down. This thing is already moving. You better get on, choo choo, because we're going to the next station.
No, absolutely. And I mean, with the dollar like losing its purchasing power over time, and that means assets are becoming more expensive, it's going to be seen as a better alternative to just, traditional fiat. You just having you're getting paid in Bitcoin or another crypto, you're actually going to see those appreciate over time relative to the dollar. And it's going to be seen as a smarter way to have your money. You know what I mean? I just think it's undeniable. It's moving in that direction, and people who are deniers now are probably going to be the ones who are the biggest advocates at the end of the day once they get on the bandwagon after it's too late. So
right.
I mean,
And then there's staking, there's DeFi, there's all of these other things that you can take your crypto while it's sitting in your account and you can make money off of it. But not 0.003% like you're going to get from some stupid ass
bullshit.
savings account. You can make 6, 10, 20. I mean, there's stuff. Once it gets above 20, I'm a little leery about it. Well, actually, once it gets above 10, I'm a little leery, but it's still possible. I mean, still people have it. It's just higher risk, but you should easily be able to make 8, 9% on your money without even trying. You can't do that anywhere. That's what I'm saying. You not only is the asset appreciating on its own, it's also allowing you to earn more of it or earn more crypto in addition to the assets that you have at like an 8, 9, 10% interest rate, which again is just totally unheard of. There's just so much money to be made in this that I just when people come to me and they're like, I don't believe in that garbage. That'd be like like the home computer. I don't believe in that thing. That's just a fad. Okay.
Yeah. It's like,
Tell
okay, yeah,
friggin' Bill Gates that.
yeah, no, it's
Anyway,
it's
it
ridiculous.
just
I mean,
gets me riled up when people downplay the significance of this point in time in our financial institutions and what crypto is going to bring and what crypto is going to change. There are entire countries making Bitcoin a currency,
oh yeah,
a legal tender. And like every store has to take Bitcoin. That's what that means. You have to be able to take Bitcoin as your currency. And this is becoming more and more prevalent, especially in these other nations, Africa, some of these other places whose coins are like destabilized. You have these militia groups come in and take over and just absolutely drive their currency into the ground. This is a safeguard against those things. If you don't
oh yeah.
think other countries are going to put these in place and this is just going to start snowballing, just don't be too late on this thing. That's all I'm trying to tell you. Understand where this thing is going, understand how big this is, and just be a part of it as much as you can. If it's $100, great. If it's $1,000, great. Whatever it is, just be a part of this phenomenon because it's going to be massive. Anyway, I
Yeah,
don't want to take up too much time like that. Go ahead.
no, I agree. I mean, if you're sitting there criticizing crypto, saying you don't believe it, but then you have your money just sitting in savings account. I mean, if your money's not earning at least over 3% a year, you're losing purchasing power because of inflation alone. So you need to have do something with that money in order to earn X amount of interest just for it to maintain its value, let alone if you actually want to make money. So
right, and
I'm
staking's so easy. You go out to like one of these, like let's just say Kraken or one of these other exchanges, and you put your money in there, and then you just say, I want to stake it. And you basically you lock that money up to be staked where they can lend it out. You can unstake it any time you want. I mean, it takes like 2 minutes to unstake it if you really needed to get it out and want to do something with it. So it's not that like this long-term commitment on a lot of these different coins. And you're making 6, 7% on your money, and it gets deposited a lot of them on a weekly basis.
absolutely.
So it's really that easy to make money on your money while not even touching the principal that is appreciating and making you even more money. It's a money freaking
Yeah,
machine.
it's like a legal money factory that we're able to make. It's just
Right.
financial engineering for the first time in history that it's legal to do this. And I'm glad you actually brought up staking because that actually leads me into the token we're talking
Let's
about
do it.
today. All right, today we're going to be talking about Looks Rare, and they have a ticker symbol Looks, LOOKS, and you can find them on FTX or Uniswap. Looks Rare is currently trading at around $3.85 with a market cap of around 745 million. So Looks Rare launched just last month, but it's already promising to challenge the dominance of NFT trading platforms like OpenSea. And they plan on doing this by combining non-fungible tokens with DeFi. So users of the Looksrare platform can not only buy and sell digital art, but they can take advantage of internal staking tools and other creative incentives. So Looksrare collects a sales fee of 2% in wrapped Ethereum on all NFT sales except for private sales. And all that wrapped Ethereum gets collected from the sales fees are combined and then dispersed to Looks stakers. So this allows users to claim their wrapped ETH whenever they want. And in addition to this, they have more cool features that really set them apart. And so, as I mentioned, that there is Looks staking. Users can stake their native token Looks into a staking pool, and that means you earn extra Looks on top of the wrapped Ethereum trading fee incentives. So stake tokens are automatically compounded for users who simply want to leave their token stakes, and those rewards are immediately restaked or compounded into the pool to raise the number of Looks staked. Thus, by staking Looks, users can actually yield an annual percentage rate of about 700%, which is fucking insane.
Crazy.
And yeah,
And
so
all of that stuff when they do it, I mean, it sounds too good to be true, some pipe dream, but they purposely started off like that to get participation. Now,
yeah,
in their contract is always going to be at our discretion, we can change this. So you'll periodically see things come out to say it's not 700 anymore, it's 600. It's not 600 anymore, it's 500. And it all has to do with supply and demand. When they're trying to get tokens into the staking pool, they're going to pay far higher. When they already have a saturation of those, they're going to pay lower. So can you come from 700% down to 20%? Absolutely, over time as there's more buy-in to these things. But still, 20%. I
yeah,
mean, even at crypto.com, which is probably one of the biggest platforms, their advertising is amazing. And now they got
mm,
the crypto arena or whatever it is. But
yeah,
anyway, even at crypto.com, I stake my CRO, right? That's the token for crypto.com. And every week I get 30, 40 CRO like clockwork. Well,
yeah,
that's been going on for, let's say 6 months, right? So if there's 4 months to a year, that's 120 tokens every month times six. If CRO goes up to 10, my point is the amount of money that we're talking here again is just astronomical. So
yeah.
what
So
else about this look token?
I
I don't want to hijack your look token.
no, I mean, I agree. It's like if you have a token that you don't want to sell and you're a long-term holder and there are staking options, it's a no-brainer because rather than just making money and having that be dependent on the appreciation of the asset itself, you can go just get rewarded in that token itself. So you get more of those, and then over time, as the price of those goes up, like you make even more money. So it's just a no-brainer. It's something that all of you guys should be doing if you have long-term holds and there's staking options for them.
And
But
Binance even makes it easier. With Binance, is just an exchange for those of you that don't know. The fact that you are holding that token in your Binance wallet, just sitting there because you purchased it, it's staked. So they're paying you just because you have it. You can sell it at any time. That's what I'm saying. Now, some places when you stake something, there's a period of time that you have to keep it staked. 30, 60, 90 days, 120 days. All of that's upfront. You don't know exactly what it is. So there are places like that. You usually get a better return when you are because of course you're guaranteeing them that they'll have that money for 120 days and they're not going to pull the rug out from under them. But a vast majority of them, you're just staking it because, especially with Binance, you're just staking it because it's there. So
yeah,
that's just another way to make money without you having to do a damned thing.
yeah, it's a no-brainer. That's something everyone should be doing if they have these long-term projects they don't want to sell and they just want to earn interest on it. And so it's a no-brainer. But yeah, so obviously getting back to the Looks Rare, obviously before hearing this, it's always been OpenSea has been considered the leading platform for users, but obviously a lot of people aren't satisfied with that. So that's why I think Looks Rare is going to be a really viable player in the NFT space with these incentives that they're providing users. So highly recommend it. I would get in right now. Would probably be a good time to get in, especially with where the market's at and the emergence of the NFT space right now. As I said, you can buy this on FTX or Uniswap.
All right. Well, Cameron, it's is that what we wanted to cover today? Because we're
Yeah.
about right at 15 minutes, so that's actually perfect.
Cool. Perfect. Yeah. Unless
So
you want to
anyway,
bullshit more.
well, I love doing that. Like I feel like I could carry on a conversation about this with you on various crypto topics like forever.
Yeah.
Because
Oh, yeah.
even though
That's
I mean, we're talking. We just had a conversation yesterday about looking into Bitcoin mining, right? I mean, that's
yeah.
something that we're actually looking at. You and I are actually looking, and not to bring it or get into it too far, but there's a way that you can get into Bitcoin mining and not even own a machine. You just like you kind of license the machines, and you're making money off them without physically having to upgrade or use it. So anyway, there are all different kinds of things that you and I are getting into that we're going to bring to the community, and that's why you need to stay tuned. That's why, because just like NFTs, I mean, we talked about that. We're getting offers on our NFTs still.
Oh, yeah.
Now, we're setting what we want off of it. So until it gets to our price tag, we're not going to sell it. But the fact that there's interest, the fact that there are people coming to us, will you take this? Will you take this? Will you take this? Right? I mean, that's just encouraging. Then we'll finally get to our price point. We'll sell it off. We'll get another one. We'll redo it. And just like flipping houses, we're going to flip NFTs. So there's so many different ways to make money that you just need to stay tuned and listen to friggin' Cameron. That's the point.
We're creating a financial machine here. We got liquid tokens. We're staking those tokens. We've got NFTs, and looks like right now we're about to get into the Bitcoin mining space, and we'll be keeping you posted as that develops. But a lot of exciting stuff right now, and yeah, I would say it was
and I got another episode we could do. I've got bots that run all day. I have bots that run all day that make me anywhere from $200 to $300 every day without fail. Now, previously in the like past, right now they haven't been because the market like really crashed. But as a rule, anywhere from I'd say $150 to $300 every day. I do absolutely nothing. It's just at the end of the day, I'm
amazing.
$150 to $300 richer, and there are bots that are buying, selling on my behalf, given parameters that I've set for them. So all of these different things we're going to bring out and bring to the community to where you can actually make a lot of money in this market. So just stay tuned. And Cameron, again, thank you for your expertise. Thank you for all your research. Thank you for all of the stuff that you bring to the table. Again, that the guy's portfolio today would not be the same as damn, that's awesome if it wasn't for you and giving him all of the tips and pointing him in the right direction. I know you do that for a whole bunch of other people. So we won't talk next Wednesday because I will be in St. Croix. And again, we know what happens when I'm on a beach at an all-inclusive resort. But after that, we'll keep this up and hopefully we'll have some more good information. All right.
All righty. Well, hey, looking forward to it, and had a great one. Talk to you soon.
Thanks, Cameron. Bye.